What's up, guys? Welcome back to Viewer Castles. Today we're going to start off with Eakael. Castle levels of 23, validated on Archer here. So let's jump into it, take a look what's inside.
You're going to be far poorer.
I should be rebuilding my castle tomorrow or the next day for people who have been interested in that. So we should be able to see another castle rebuilding series. I think I'm going to do it either later tonight or tomorrow, and then I will upload it the next day. So depending on when I record it, tonight or tomorrow, it'll go up the day after. That was pretty cool. You had a springboard trap and then you have a couple mouse traps. Makes it pretty hard to get over that without taking in a little bit of extra damage. I think I did it about the best I could. I might have been able to get out of that mouse trap thing, but and lots of ballistic coverage here. So far this has been pretty good, but if it's pretty dense, the one thing that I would say, like if the next room is pretty dense, it might be a good idea to try to run to the end of the castle, because there's a lot of points used for these rooms with this much trap pressure, and it's probably better off that I just try to run past it. So we'll see what happens as I go forward. Alright, here I would definitely say that your Zeke should be the one being defended rather than the Puppeteer. I'm not sure if that was what you had intended and it just worked out differently because of who knows what. But you could see that I was able to just kill the Zeke in 2 shots. You really want to keep your DPS alive for as long as possible. Alright, so here we have four springboard traps, and it looks like a fire mine set up afterwards. So I'll use a potion just to keep myself at full. Okay, this one pushes me back, so I will take a few extra hits of damage just to build up stun immunity. Forces it so that I don't die. Just makes it so I don't die because I can get back up and get out of the fire mine trap. It takes like a little bit more sustained damage, but you don't risk dying to the burst, so as long as you have a few potions available, it's better to do that than to risk dying. And then here's the end of the castle. Kill off a couple mines. Alright, there we go. So yeah, pretty good castle. You could think about, you know, that one area with the ballista trap where I got flung back the opposite direction and took ballista shots instead. It seems like your ballistas might not be upgraded fully, or maybe it's just because you're a lot lower level than me, and I was taking lower damage just because of that, but I was only taking like 60 to 75 ballista damage per ballista, which isn't all that much, so I'm not sure if they're either not upgraded or it's just because I'm a higher level than you. But yeah, pretty good castle. We'll jump into number 2 in just a second. Alright, for number 2 we have 8 Super Me. Castle levels of 21. Validated on a knight, so this could be pretty trap heavy, but at level 21 there's not a ton that you can do with traps, all that besides like fire mine traps, which will kill a knight just as easily as an archer. Knights really are good at like spike trap stuff. They don't take much damage from those, so that's generally what you see when you see like a knight that validates a castle. But we'll see how this works. So there's a couple springboard traps here, but I'm not exactly sure what the purpose of them are. So let me just hit on one and just see what happens. Okay, so I guess it's just to try to make this Pete Poundmore hit. I think if the Pete Poundmore is a little bit closer, actually I would say that regardless, because what you wanted was your Pete Poundmore to be defended, I'm guessing. So if you put your Pete Poundmore first, and then you put your Defendatron, hopefully you can make it so that these guys don't get defended and the Pete Poundmore does, and that way it actually solves 2 things. Basically, one, when I get launched to here, your Pete Poundmore will get 3 free attacks, and then also when I go to attack the Pete Poundmore, he's going to be in front and be defended, so he won't take any damage, and I'll have to get to the Defendatron, which is already behind him. So that positioning would definitely be better. Alright, we have 4 springboard traps. There's no ballistic coverage here to try to like discourage me from walking through this jelly wall, so the jelly wall kind of loses some of its purpose. You probably want at least 1 or 2 ballistas just to put some pressure on them. I have to buy more potions, by the way. But it makes it so that I can do this a little bit easier, because I don't have anything that's like pressuring me to move forward and not take damage. Alright, and this group looks weak, but it's not actually a bad group. It's just because I'm high level. It would work pretty well, I think. The Jimbo, as long as he does decent damage, which it's been rescaled, so I'm not sure exactly how much it does at this level, but it's probably higher than it was, so it should be okay. Oh, it does actually look like your Defendatrons are on AoE instead of Bodyguard, so that changes things slightly, but it's still about the same. Like, you still would probably want your Pete Pound more in front back there, just so that he gets those 3 extra hits, or else the springboard traps are kind of useless. Alright. More Pete Pound Mores. We got some spike traps coming up. I'm going to take a look down this way just to see if there's a mine. There is. Continue forward. Problem here is with spike traps, you know, there's only 2 active panels, so at level 24 this will get a lot better for you, as I've said in other videos. It's just pretty easy to just kind of walk around them and not really take damage when there's only 2 active panels. And although it looks like I'm getting through this easy, it's just because I'm high level compared to this, you know. This level 18 counts Nottingham, I'm 10 levels higher than that, so obviously this will do a lot better against people your level. So yeah, it's pretty good. I would just say some repositioning on those Pete Pound Mores would definitely help out. And there we go.
That's more like it. No.
Alright, we'll jump into number 3 in just a second. Alright, and lastly we have Dex 22, cast levels of 22, validate on a mage. Again, it's going to be a little bit easy because I'm high level. I do need to level another character up at some point, and so that I can, you know, do castles that are more that level, you know. This is level 22, I'm 28, so if I had a character that's like 24, and maybe one that's like 18, that would help out. Although they will slowly level because these are real attacks now, there's no way for me to prevent them from leveling up. So here, this is the problem that I've stated with silent mines in the past. This is kind of the reason why I don't like them with creatures, because they will actually try to run away from this, and if they run far enough away, it'll actually mess up those aggro circles that you set beforehand. So it could be that, like, when I aggro this Defendatron, he might not actually hit this Defendatron anymore, because you might have had him set up a little bit closer, you know? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's pretty much why I don't like that. It does look like you have kind of something that I was trying. I actually want to see if it'll work, so we're gonna just go for it. Alright, so I kind of see how you're trying to make it work. I didn't have much luck with it, but you might have more than me. Lots of Zeeks in this room. There's no way for me to really tell how good this room actually is, because, you know, I tried something like it, it didn't work for me. It doesn't mean it's not going to work for somebody else. And I'm such high level that it's hard for me to gauge the power of this room. It seems like there's a lot of spammy, like, elites in here. And that possibly just going forward and trying to attack everything in the boss room might have been the best chance that I had. It looks like attacking back in here definitely would have been a little bit easier for me. But yeah, there's not really much that I can comment on for this castle specifically, because I'm just higher level than it. But like I said, the room here with silence traps like that, it will make your creatures kind of bug out and try to run to the edge of the silence, which is a little annoying. I kind of wish they wouldn't do that. Same as the rotating flame traps. I mentioned that in the video where I covered kind of like creature and trap balance, the last video that I just made. That's kind of the reason why I don't like them, is they'll just try to run away and stuff. Messes with things like that. But yeah, let's grab these mines. And this is number 3, so we're going to end the video here. As always, if you guys enjoyed, I do please subscribe. If you want to be a part of Eurocast, you can email me at frenzycasterruns@hotmail.com. You also have to add me to your friends list, and you have to be level 20 or above. I can only take level 20 and above because I only get, you know, at max 5 attacks a day and then 3 attacks a day after that, so I can't do that many castles like I used to be able to do. Unless people were able to get through my castle and I can use revenge on them, but I mean, you guys can just attack my castle if you want to. There's no saying that I'm going to be able to attack you in a specific day. It would just make things too complicated if I told people to try to attack me and get through. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to just do it the way I'm doing it now, and just have a few less videos. There are some games that are coming out. Necro has a release date now. I've been talking about that for a week now or so, and that's at May 2nd, I think. So I'll be playing that on May 2nd. I'll probably just like do a marathon type thing and just record everything the first day, and then I'll release like one or two a day, along with some Mighty Quest videos. I'm gonna be out of town the first week of May, so I won't record anything then, but I should be able to with Necro coming out at May 2nd. I won't be leaving till May 5th, I believe, so I'll be able to record a bunch on May 2nd and 3rd, and then just have enough to upload the entire week. So it shouldn't be too big of a deal. I shouldn't really be gone from the eyes of YouTube. You know, you guys will still have content to watch. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.